Stop this.
She's going to probably, say, we're done, come over, get me. But I'm gonna address the, Dollar General Act 250.
Yeah, right, and, yeah, I thought she was having a pop-up today.
That was the plan, that's why I thought this is,
7 of them.
so move the minutes?
Yeah, did you, is that the movement?
It's a movement, I moved the minutes.
Okay, and I second. Any objections? I think it's,
Hearing none,
we all love it,
without objections or abstentions, the minutes have been approved.
yes.
Now, old business. This is the reason I wanted to be here. Updates on action items from previous,
You have to be here.
I do?
Go on.
Yeah. So Dollar General Act 250 permit expansion update. So we got word back from the state that because they have an Act 250 permit, we have to amend their permit.
We have to what?
Amend their Act
Yeah, we have to
250.
amend that, yes. Yep.
And that is going to be everything that we've created already is going to be a package for, I think the way Jeff is going to do it is take it so he can give it to Dollar General and then we'll pay for it out of our funds, the Act 250 application and fees, which are probably 4 digits.
Okay, so the only thing that's new in what you're telling me is that we will have to pay for it. I mean, we told Jeff a month ago that we wanted
That was
this.
part of our proposal last year.
Yeah,
Renewing.
Right, and he hadn't done it yet. He had not gotten the Act 250 response to whether Dollar General needs a permit, I don't think.
Well, what happened was actually Carolyn had gotten it. And then Jeff actually, it was redundant when he got it because it was already done.
yes.
But we never received word of it, which is why that happened.
No, I received this on July 1.
Oh.
I mean,
And that's from who?
I saw that it was, here, you all can look at that.
From Carolyn?
No, I got it from Jeff. And he got it, yeah. Yeah.
Communication breakdown. Right, this is directing Jeff to get jurisdictional opinion.
Yeah, I directed him in
But
June.
Carolyn had already done it too. So,
But-
yeah, so we got 2 of them.
So we got the jurisdictional,
We didn't get that till a month ago.
well, okay,
No,
so,
well, that's.
Well, you got 2 people that did the same thing. Point being is, we've got the jurisdictional opinion. We're gonna have to do an Act 250.
Correct.
Town's gonna have to amend an Act 250 that exists for Dollar General, and the town is gonna pay for it,
yeah, okay,
Out
the
of-
town will pay for it,
out of the funds that we've, well,
out of
it's,
the 55,000
I dare
that
s-
we've given them.
I dare say that, Dollar General is not going to, if I was a landowner and the municipality wanted to
Thank you.
do something on my land, I'd do the easements and the right of ways and,
Are they doing the easement?
They've been contacted, they haven't responded yet. It usually takes them 2 weeks to get back.
they've got me hands, drawings.
They
Yeah.
have his.
As soon as I got that from Pat, I sent it in, and to the same person that I work with for the other easement for the apartment complex, so they have it all, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
How's the sleep going?
Fine.
Congratulations.
It's great.
Can we say?
You look wide awake.
Oh,
What
you
month
know-
is it? Is it November yet?
Who knows?
Is it December?
Right, you'll know in a few months.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's awesome, congratulations.
Did you get a good baby or a colicky one?
So far, so good. Not
Right.
that fussy.
All babies are
How
good
old
here.
is the kid?
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
I said all babies are good.
Oh, you didn't have a colicky baby,
Oh,
did you?
actually, I did. I
Oh.
didn't sleep for the first 3 months.
Yeah,
To the point where I was driving to work one day and I saw a hotel and I was like, if I was a meaner person, I would just drive right in here and take my medicine for the day, but I didn't.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
You're a strong man, Tom.
So, other than making sure that Jeff gets that done, and we should ask for continuing updates every time, because we've got 5 months,
So,
right? December,
you're talking
January,
about Jeff
February,
getting in
March,
from
April.
Dollar General, you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll, that comes to me. I work with them, so I'll take care of it. So Jeff doesn't, I mean, I've been working with them for years now.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do the Act 250.
Oh, not the Act 250, no, Jeff has to do the Act 250, yeah. No,
Right.
I'm talking about the Dollar General, if they're gonna do an easement or not, I'm on that.
Okay.
If they won't do an easement, there's no sense in us pursuing paying for an Act 250, right?
Correct.
So,
Correct. Well, the other thing they have to do besides that, the other request of them is we can't start the Act 250, cause they have to be on the permit, so they have to agree.
oh,
with the
okay, so
permit,
that
yeah.
order is
So it's
all
a
taken care of.
yeah,
Okay,
two of those
okay,
things are
that's
at
good.
once.
Yeah.
What would you recommend that what actions should we best pursue with best productivity?
Well, I'll bug them, you know, they have 3,000 stores, you know, so she's the real estate head and she'll put somebody on it, but it always takes them a while. You know, they're a massive company, but the person I work with is pretty responsive, so.
So massive, the next meeting is scheduled for the 18th of December.
Hopefully, well, and I will certainly, you know, bother her a few times, poke her a few times to see if she can get me an answer. Sometimes she gets back to me quicker than others. It's gotta go down, it'll have to go down to legal, you know, that's what they do, and then it comes back up and, you know, the usual steps, but.
Which is why it's so important to, get it on the forefront and everybody talking.
Yeah.
We have,
The good news is they're probably not big hunters in the legal office at Dollar General, so.
Well, you know,
Am I
you
trying
better
somebody
not
there?
say that.
No.
You better not say that.
Town attorneys
You
are
never
good.
know who hunts and who does, who hunts and who don't.
That's it.
Did you know that we couldn't schedule any training in the Department of Corrections during hunting
That
season?
makes sense.
Because
Yes.
nobody would be there.
That doesn't surprise me.
I couldn't, I prayed not to have a snowstorm during hunting season. Because guess where the guys were? And then throw Norwich hockey on that, we canceled trustees meeting because of Norwich hockey.
Yeah, well, that was Norwich trustees, right?
That was,
Town trustees.
Tom McCartney.
Okay, fine. So, what about the update, since you're here, now we need may need to go at any minute. What about the, senior center? What are they saying? And about obtaining an easement or right of way there?
They have a positive outlook, and I also ended the conversation by saying, we're going to demonstrate with this Phase D what we can do. And
Yeah,
when we do that, you're gonna ask us to come over and do the same thing. So they
Look
know,
into my eyes, relax.
It will be
drink
great.
this glass of water, Kool-Aid, so they get it.
so
And
they,
the
Yeah.
new director over there, he gets it. So,
tell me again, his name is Tim something,
I don't know Tim's last name, I should.
Tim
He
somebody.
took a picture of me and Sharon and put it on social media.
He did, I saw that, yes. So my notes say, do we need to plan for a dog eating pony show, and if so, when?
After we get Phase D completed as a successful completion.
Probably have to.
We don't know what we're getting. I am very familiar with the delays that can happen in the municipality, the bureaucracy that can get can slip in.
Yes, indeed.
And, we don't get the Act 50 in time. The Act 250 in time. So, as far as I'm concerned, the premier thing is get the Act 250. We get the Act 250, then then everything else will fall in place if we have a successful project. If Dollar General says, oh yeah, you can do that on here and here's an easement.
Well, so I'm so naive, I'm hoping that that's what's gonna happen.
The other part of that I don't know how it will mix into it, but they're also being approached by, V-Trans to create a staging area for when they build the bridge. So they've got a lot of asks going on right now. Now,
Yeah.
that's another year away, but, still, just FYI.
That just makes me wonder, as a former bus commuter, are they being asked by, the Green Mountain Transit to have a bus stop there too?
Who's asking?
Dollar General gonna have a bus stop there? There is one across the street I just saw today, cause we
Northfield
drove around the
Village
bus.
Development offered to put one there on their property.
Oh, they did,
Yeah.
cause there's one in the other direction at the, gas station across the street. We just drove around the bus coming in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you've already got a green light there if you decide you wanna put one there, Question is whether or not we're gonna have much Green Mountain Transit.
Yeah, well,
Is that a pro that we could, or an angle that we could use in our favor? There's already this construction planned, there's already this disruption planned, we're trying to be part of it. We're trying to take advantage of the timing and be a part of that disruption
To GMT?
to Dollar General.
Oh, yeah,
V-Trans.
yeah, it could be, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think, everybody's gonna get the same disruption, so that is a pro, you're right, yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, at the same time, the bus, like, they'll stop wherever you ask
I
them
know
to
they-
stop,
I know,
and
they-
that's not like a secret thing, like,
Oh, no,
it's like
I-
a publicized thing,
I
so
I
like,
was following up Vine Street, they pulled right over
yeah,
halfway
they're
down the
like,
hill.
where do you want it? Yeah, so like, I think, it
Yeah.
would be nice to have a bus, it would be nice to get the bus stop that we built back somewhere instead
Right.
of behind the police station, but like,
Right,
really, like, in terms of public transit, it would be more useful to have a bus that went somewhere else or the place it goes more frequently,
Absolutely.
Not that has anything to do with what we're talking about here, but.
no, I know.
So that's interesting that the bridge from VT Trans is looking for a place to park to position their equipment, which ideally would be behind where we are putting the Riverwalk.
that's what I was
That's what I'm
wondering,
thinking.
is whether we put the Riverwalk in following the dam construction, and then V-Trans comes and parks all their trucks.
No, they're gonna probably stage in the parking lot at Dollar General, back behind it,
Yeah,
just
behind
like,
it.
Oh.
like the dam removal.
By the right of way
Oh, okay,
and back there, yeah.
okay,
So
great,
the
thank
original
you, that's
plan was
reassuring.
like,
Right.
the dam removal was gonna go in between Dollar General and the river. But then when they hired the second engineering firm, they were like, why don't we use the giant parking lot? Like,
Yeah.
and Dollar General said that's fine, so then the bridge people were like,
Okay.
well, what are the dam people doing? Well,
What are those damn people doing?
yeah, exactly. So I think they'll probably just copy
Great.
whatever happens there.
That's,
Which,
I appreciate
at the same
the
time,
history.
if this whole thing falls through or gets delayed, gives us a second opportunity to make friends with a guy with an excavator to move some stuff around back there. Not that we want that to happen, but
It's nice to have contingencies that
Absolutely.
are accidental.
Dealing with construction, always. Okay,
And, then somebody has to report on negotiations with the Fernandez family. It was supposed to be you, Tom, I think.
Well, I didn't know if we were waiting until we heard this other part.
Fernandez would only be section C,
Section C.
Yeah,
which
so we'll
is
just wait.
so
Yeah,
tabled,
yeah,
right?
Right. Yeah, they just made out pretty well on the bridge in terms of the work that has to take, and they need, where V-Trans needs a right of way, so. So hopefully they'll be in a good mood.
They made out
If
financially.
there's
you mean?
dollar bills involved, they'll be in a good mood.
There are dollar bills and new pavement too.
Wow.
Yep.
And the next thing is the dam removal project still on track to meet 60, 90, and 100 milestones? What does that mean?
So those are the timelines for each of the sections.
Yeah, I know, it's a-
But the answer is, I talked to Jeff about that today, the answer is, as of his last discussions with him, they said they were still on schedule.
As of last.
Which
Well,
is-
we'll keep asking about
Yep,
that, cause
yep.
I think that's important, isn't it?
yes,
When is that schedule, what is it?
January, February, and then May.
Okay.
Impressive.
Okay,
The guy who's had the least sleep is the most prepared.
No, actually, I brought the wrong one.
Oh.
This is a new one, so all the notes are, yeah, so.
starting January.
I
That's
told
what I
Liz before I
believe.
left,
Okay.
I was like, I gotta get my thing, so
I
I can sit on
believe
the table in
in the
front of me and
minutes
look
it
like I'm
said
prepared.
something
Yeah,
like
right.
January, and I just wanted to, in the minutes, I just wanted to make sure that that was in fact,
It's on the tickler
yeah,
for,
okay.
when it starts.
And then the new business, we've got three things of new business, and we're moving right along here. But then this is where we usually end up chatting all the time, is in the new business section. Which is what we need to do, that's why we get together, so we can pick each other's brains and tell each other new things that we found out. So, nice grant opportunity, the recreational trail program is due on the 6th of December, can we help?
No, I just, for your edification, there are 2 other applications going in from other parties. I have nothing to do with them.
Northfield parties?
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah, so there will be some competition. And one of them is the school trails, and I forget what the other is off the top of my head, but yes, yeah, we will have it ready, by December 6th. I may need some last minute things, or not last minute, but, prior to, but.
Well, on a selfish level, I guess, we'll get something in the town.
Yeah, it's not
Hopefully.
bad that our competition is another great project for them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know, it's not that bad, is it? Not for us, really.
Right.
Right,
There will be future times when we might need this same grant for later segments.
Mhm.
True that too.
yes. I'm just trying to look up the other project.
What's the amount of that recreational trail?
50,000 max with a 50% copay.
Okay,
I'm just looking to see what they.
should we present something in the foyer at town meeting? I think we should have
So
something.
if the dam removal project, you said you think it starts in February or January?
Yeah,
Okay,
That's when their design will be part of the way done.
well, I was wondering if maybe we should just redo the same thing we did at the night on the common.
The
Well, he's
30,
gotta
60, the 30, 60, 90 is their design drawings.
No, I'm past that now.
I know, I was just,
But in terms of what
in
the
case
dam
that
people would be
was
presenting.
like confusing, I think.
Yeah.
So that's like the engineer designing 30%, 60% and 90% of the design to remove the dam. The dam removal won't start until next summer.
Okay,
So like,
But- sorry.
yeah, so we could present something, I just like, I didn't know if you guys
Yeah,
thought that
we
meant.
just get a poster the size of that, that current zoning map and put it up there as a, so people can talk about it.
Yeah, right.
and I'm wondering if we should have your drawing available in
That's what
the,
I'm talking about, a drawing about the size of that,
yeah,
of what he did.
yeah.
Cause he can blow it up, you've got, Staples does what size, 2 by,
Wasn't it blown up?
That's what it is now. It's 2 by 24 by 36 now.
well, we can find somebody, North
do it
probably will
later,
do
yeah.
that size.
They have a 3-foot wide printer, so 3 foot by whatever you want.
There you go.
There you go. So we'll try and get them to support,
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
yeah,
They've been very, very friendly to our committee.
My apologies, it's 20% match, not 50.
Oh.
Don't apologize.
You know,
Come back to us with 10%,
I know,
we'll be even.
I know. Under promise and over deliver, right?
Yeah.
I actually, between now and the next meeting, I need to talk to the recreation, this is, let's see, who originated this? David Mears.
Yeah,
So I'll talk to him because they hadn't picked another project besides the Garvey Hill Trail, so maybe they'll do this. So I'll ask, because they had asked me to get back in touch with them, but I was gone for a couple days, so I will return.
So you're gonna get back, you're gonna get back with David Mears?
Yes. Yeah, he's,
And that's,
Group.
yeah, that's the town forest, isn't it?
yeah,
And maybe they will hook on to, with us?
it might,
Yeah.
you know, it's hard to know, but I think for them right now, and I don't wanna speak for them, but my sense is that they've realized that because they got that big 122,000, that they're not like at the top of the list to get money for a while,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. You need us to help with any of that?
Not yet, I'll certainly send the all points bulletin out, it's,
Yeah, okay. The town forest person that I know personally is Deb Swaro.
right.
She just had surgery on her knee.
I actually emailed, when this first came out, I emailed Deb to find out if they were going forward with anything this year, and she said no.
Yeah.
So they're out, Vorak and that group, the town force is not doing this, so,
It must be just the trail, that garbage
yeah,
trail.
I think it might be just a garbage trail.
Well, I think we stand in a good position as a community to get one or the other.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's good. And then we're gonna present something in the foyer at town meeting. So we probably, town meeting day is what day? March
I don't know.
5th?
First Tuesday of March.
Yeah, it is. First
You
Tuesday
want the
after,
date?
it's supposed to be the first Tuesday after the first Monday. But lately, I think they've been, yeah, it is.
that gives me a headache. I can't think.
It's not as bad as Easter.
Yeah.
Fourth.
It's the 4th, okay, March 4th. So, after the first of the year, we should probably talk about pulling together a task force, a squad, somebody to get this done, you know, to
Get
help
what
us
done?
Snappy visuals.
put the snappy visuals together and,
He's got it?
What would it be
no, we need a
different than?
triangular thing, and getting
I
all that
built
stuff
that.
together at the end is
Just put
always
the-
at the
unless you want
scramble.
something, you want me to do hardwood this time?
Oh, right. Do you need any maple or cherry?
I'm swimming in maple.
We
and
go
cherry.
over to Rock of Ages, get her a giant piece.
Yeah,
of
granite.
Get a
maybe?
granite thing, yeah.
Something even
A
heavier.
poster board, and a
I think
couple
we're
of
gonna
bulldog
need the
clips
big
are all
tripod.
that's needed.
You're gonna need the
No,
big,
I'm picturing one of these with a piece of granite on it, that's
That
all,
would be
Yeah.
for about 2 seconds.
a granite tripod.
What do we need that's different than what was at night on the common?
I don't know, that's why we were talking.
Okay,
I don't know.
that was
It's
a
just gonna-
big
Right,
display.
it's just gonna be bigger.
Yeah, if we can
Why?
print, if we can
And
print
somebody-
it bigger, I
What?
think.
It was big, wasn't it? Am I misremembering?
Nah, it was half that size, it was 2 by 2, or 2 by
Oh.
It was
3.
2 by 3. I think the like thing that I have to go on it is maybe like 32 by 40 or something, so you could just print it a little bit bigger. Otherwise, yeah, it gets like,
And is there a
3 by
town
4.
meeting like the night before?
The information session, that
Yeah,
kind
or
of thing.
something like that? Do we need to be at the town meeting the night before?
Usually it's done in the community room several days before that.
Oh, several days. But then we had town meeting at night once, didn't we?
Yeah. Wasn't that
Right?
even last year?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
last year,
Yeah, it was.
And maybe
it was
the year
definitely at
before
night 2
that?
years ago, because
Yeah.
I went 2 years
Yep.
ago, but.
yeah.
So is that on Tuesday night or Monday? Oh, it's the
It was
4th.
Monday
Hopefully
night.
we get a little larger crowd.
It
Yeah.
was Monday night, the
Yeah.
night before
Was it Monday
town
night?
meeting.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
Alright,
I don't know if my.
I
phone
stand
checked,
corrected.
but-
probably
So-
another meeting I missed.
Right?
So that would be a good time to have the display out.
That's when I
Right.
think we should have the display.
Because otherwise
And-
people are just coming in to vote.
And then we probably should have a rep there from the committee to make nice and answer questions.
Are any of our
Take it.
committee on the BCA that are gonna be there for voting on Tuesday?
I'm on the committee and I'll
Well, there's our
probably
volunteer.
on Tuesday. But I have to deal with voting.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, say that. Last time we had like almost 3,000 voters. I had never stopped.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really exciting. Kim loved it. So,
I bet.
yeah,
She loves being busy.
so, well, they start, like at 6 AM and they go until 8, 9 PM, so. There's always pizza. God, you should run for office. It's so fun. Future sources of money. Do we have any other future sources of money looking at us?
I can just tell, as you know, I subscribe to this big grant portal.
Yes.
And I look at it, I get weekly updates. This kind of money probably won't come out again until January, February for spring awards. So that's, usually how they time those through. Before summers, when they do school type of things, and then it does definitely calm down before the holidays, and then picks back up pretty big in January, February for private funding
Yeah.
sources.
Okay, so, then I was thinking, we probably don't wanna do any crowdsource funding until after it's a reality.
Yeah, cause you'll have to,
Definitely.
yeah.
Because people aren't gonna wanna put in a
Right.
marble bench for their Aunt Mildred.
Right.
But then if they see it there, then they think, that might be a nice place for a marble bench for Aunt Mildred.
That's true. Now we just have to have somebody who has an Aunt Mildred.
Probably.
They're out there.
We can find them.
It shouldn't, certainly. I think there are Mildreds in my family. So I have nothing else on my list of things to do, and we haven't even been here a half hour yet, so.
Love it.
Mary, got anything you want to add or tell us? Or Carolyn, I see you're on.
I don't really think so.
Okay,
No, I just popped in after the serve meeting so I could kind of keep track of what was going on. I appreciate what you guys are doing. I really appreciate what you guys are doing. And I
well,
know I'm not alone because
We've
I
got-
was at a meeting this morning and we were talking about some of the good things that are happening in Northfield. And this river path was one of the things that was brought up by somebody who is new to Northfield,
nice.
which I thought was very interesting.
Well, we'd like to be able to say we were doing more, but we're at the hands of the usual obstacles.
Oh, yeah, we're just waiting for all these
Yeah.
people.
It's the game.
Yeah, but that's the way it is. And so long as you haven't given up and you're still doing it, and you can let people know that you're doing it. That
Yeah, and
it's-
I think, and Act 250 is trying, I think because of all the pressure that's going on right now, and especially with the potential for A&R's funding, 200 million of it comes from the federal government, so they're well aware of the fact that, you forget what the legislature said, everything could be changing on their level, so.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So you're right, I do know that we had to get a river corridor expert out here for the apartment complex. I had to have her out 2 weeks ago, and she got out within 6 days, which was a miracle. She was wonderful too, she was great, but, so that was good to see.
Should we do like outreach to the community center and invite them directly? I know this is an open and warned meeting, but give them an invitation to one of our future meetings so they can be a part of this.
Did you mean the senior center? You
Yeah,
said
what did I say?
community center.
Sorry, senior center,
All right,
thank
that's
you.
a good-
I was like, play it cool. You knew we had a community center. I'll look that up later. Active member.
We have a
of the
task
community.
Yeah, we have a task force.
You guys are on the
I-
dodgeball team.
There's a
I
reason.
see.
Let me talk to Tim Friday.
Yeah, it's Tim McAdoo, by the way, is the
Thank
name.
you.
That's it.
Yeah, so I looked it up. I'm
McAdoo,
not that smart, I just.
Tim McAdoo.
Knowing where to look things up
Yes.
is,
Spelled like it's,
McAdoo, no Mac, but.
He's an Irishman, he's not a Scotter.
ADOO?
Uh-huh.
yeah,
ADOO.
MAC is
Medical,
Scotland,
I believe
MC
is the phrase you're looking
Irish.
for.
Ah, it's good to
I
know.
just had a thought, which is
Yes.
Okay,
We're sitting
unusual
down.
enough that I should express it. In terms of outreach or publicity, the library is great. I mean, they are willing to post
That's a great idea.
posters and things, and there's a lot of traffic into the library. Many of those people who come into the library are people who would be interested in this. It's just a
It's a
lot.
really good idea, really good idea.
Yeah, they had the new designs for the common up there for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
We could have a rotating place, for the charts. You could have one you could have a couple of different sizes.
Yeah.
Charts.
The images that Pat created and or that
So,
the town paid for.
What are you talking about rotating?
Rotating
for
location.
instance, Good Measure doesn't wanna take something that size.
Oh,
They'll
I
take
see.
one that's half that size.
Yeah.
So
Right.
maybe, and so you just have this rotation, so you put one at the Falls General Store that's small, put one that size in the municipal building or the library.
Yeah, like the
Oh, okay,
bulletin
so
board things.
that's not how I think of the word rotation, I'm sorry. I was thinking about something that went around
Yeah.
and around, you know, so I was going, well.
Wait a minute, you're not left-handed, you can't think like, that's what I do.
Oh, she can think like that.
So, okay, so, yeah, I mean, we'd have to have materials, various sizes of
If he
materials.
puts it on poster board, you'd be amazed how flexible that is.
Yeah.
If it's on, it doesn't get damaged, and if it does, you get another one.
Yeah, right.
Printing is much less of a block than it once was.
Right.
So whom should we ask? Should we ask, Sherry?
If it's
About-
okay
For
to
what?
put them up at
Put
the
it up
library.
at the.
What's that? Oh,
at
We
the-
just show up with a chart, say, where do you want this?
I'll ask Sherry next time she calls me and tells me I have a bunch of
Deliveries
children's
here.
books that are overdue. That happens like about once a week. So-
No, she does not.
What do you mean? We ordered
We
this.
put it over the image of Mr. Brown. We have an inn at the library, Cassie's volunteering there now.
Yes.
Well, yeah, they're such hard asses.
Yeah. We lost a book one time and I told Rebecca and I was like, I'm really sorry, so if you can just let us know how much it cost, and she was just like, was that the one about the cricket with the counting? And I'm like, yeah, and she's like, I never liked that one, I'm just gonna mark it as lost.
What I like is she knew which book you
She
Yeah,
had.
did,
that's
yeah, I'm like, there are
incredible.
so many
So
books,
wait a
she's
minute.
like, that one was a real dud.
I thought Florida was the only one that was banning books.
Yeah.
Rebecca is banning books, alright, about crickets.
Well, I found it actually, so I took a picture of me putting it in the book return and texted it to her in case she wanted to fish it out, like it disappeared. I was like, you should know, this is in the thing, so get to it before anyone else
Be
does.
warned.
All right. And I did have in my notes any other opportunities to keep the public apprised.
Yeah.
And so post
This is
one at the library. I think it's too soon to write an article about what we're doing.
When we get that Act 250 thing, that
Yeah.
would be something worth announcing.
It would be nice to have something written up in the town report, so you've got,
Yes.
a page or a half a page.
Yeah,
That, I don't know if they can put an image in there, they can, I don't know if they will, because that's an extra cut and paste, but just some text that says, there's a committee of 10, whatever size we are, that has worked with, and then tell the story.
right.
And,
And I think it should be easy enough to put at least a black and white version, Pat, if you're,
Yeah, I don't care
Thing,
what you use it for.
thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been very
Pictures-
helpful.
Pictures are much more interesting people than words.
Feel free to put some baby footprints on it too.
deer tracks. Alright,
Black and
so
white.
you've got public participation and date of next meeting and adjournment.
Date of next meeting is the 18th. It's not too soon, beat to Christmas. Okay,
I will
so,
not be there, but
well,
share
all
the
right,
word
have you
with
got a written note from your mother?
Zoom?
Or from your student.
So, okay.
It's called a grocery list, right?
I have one more announcement.
he's
There will
interested in.
be, Thanksgiving is late this year.
Yes, it is.
And so that means that the Sunday after Thanksgiving is the 1st of December and the beginning of the holiday season. And so the Grange is having a holiday sing-along and you all are invited. There'll be notes about it, but, you know, come,
First Friday in
come.
December,
yeah.
there's a party on the common?
There's is there a party on the common on the 1st of December?
Common Spirit, no, on the
First Friday.
Just,
Oh, First Friday.
just for
The 6th or
Robert's
something.
rules, sticklers, we should probably go.
Yes,
through.
I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
Seconded.
Any objections, any conversations about this? Okay, no hearing none, the meeting is adjourned.
6:37 PM.
6:37 PM.
And
Thank
Charlie
you very
Morse
much.
is out the door by 6:37 and 15 seconds.